Yo, Misery is here. And we got a list right here using the Darkhawk and Ronan package that feels absolutely incredible. So let's go ahead and jump into what Misery does, and then I'll show you guys the deck. So Misery is the brand new Series 5 card that came out this week, which is an on reveal repeat the on reveal abilities of your cards in this location, which is with the cards here, and then destroy them. The cards do not have to be destroyed for Misery to go off, but she will destroy them if there is no armor or if there's no like Wakanda or weight to protect those cards. They will be for sure getting destroyed by Misery, so keep that in mind. It's kind of like a Grandmaster slash Odin, but your cards don't have to go to the middle and they don't have to be destroyed, so they are more the Odin in that sense. But if you don't have any protection on those cards do die. And this list too, we're kind of gonna hop right into it. And with this list as well, you're kind of just using it to destroy your Ham, your Korg, your Mold, your White Widow. Those are the main ones. Potentially even your Rock Slide, but you're getting so much value elsewhere by being able to destroy these cards to make them happen again. And it feels really solid, actually, in this list. I'm going to jump into why we have each card in this list individually. And then, of course, we're going to jump into some gameplay. And the deck code will be down in the description below. So, first and foremost, we got Spider-Ham. So, we're playing more of the Ronan iteration of this list, as well as the Darkhawk. So, with Spider-Ham, we're using it in such a way to make it so they have a dead card in their hand. They're probably, either if they play it, they're not going to get value. If they don't play it, it's another card that gives you +2 for your Ronan in this list, and it can also offset combos. You Spider-Hamming certain cards can also be a snap condition. So you're using it in that sort of way to be able to get intel, to be able to add to your Ronan value, and be able to offset combos. Next, you have Korg. We're playing Darkhawk. You're putting rocks in your opponent's deck. This shuffles their draws. It gives them an opportunity to draw their rocks. And it just goes hand in hand with the Darkhawk package. You use this also with Misery. You're putting another rock into their deck. So you could potentially just add more rocks to their deck at the end of the game, offset their combo, what they might be thinking they're going to draw. They're like, oh, I only have these cards left in my deck anyways, but you put a rock in there, and it really offsets what they're trying to do. And then, of course, you have Master Mold. You're using Master Mold to add Sentinels to their hand, which are 2 cards that give Ronan value as well, because once you play a Sentinel, the Sentinel goes back into your hands. So you're constantly having to play these Sentinels, or you're hoping sometimes a Cosmo, there's a location where you don't have to draw them anymore. So the Ronan in this gives you extra value, and using this also in Misery makes this go off again, so it adds 2 more Sentinels to their hand if they do play their entire hand too, so that's potentially 4 cards extra in their hand, which is 8 power for Ronan. And then we have Shadow King in this list. Shadow King is our tech card we're using to kind of just offset what's going on. We could put Chi in this list, but I'm liking Shadow King more. I feel like more cards are just gaining power opposed to always hitting that threshold of 10. So Shadow King, we're using that to kind of just save some of our cards. It helps with any Scream we're facing, or even some Cassandra Nova stuff, because 1 power does add up. And then, of course, we have White Widow. White Widow adds a Widow's Kiss to our opponent's side of the board. It's a negative 3 power White Widow's Kiss. So you're using this to be able to make your Widow's Kiss go off again to kind of give you some more clogs. So your opponent either has force to play on the Widow's lane, or has to just take that -3. If you don't have Spider-Ham, you could potentially do Iceman instead, because I know Spider-Ham is Series 4. You could do Iceman instead to be able to get some value there. And then with White Widow, if you don't have White Widow, I would try and maybe do some sort of other either clog aspect. Maybe you're doing like a Kate Bishop instead, or you could do maybe an armor kind of thing, so you could protect your cards from the Misery interaction. Or Jeff. Jeff is also just a really good flex spot for this card. But I do really enjoy White Widow in this list. And then we have Mystique, we have Ronan, we have Darkhawk, we have Cosmo. We have 3 different cards that are ongoing that can get Mystique value. You're normally going to use your Mystique with your Ronan or with your Darkhawk, but you can with your Cosmo if you have a big enough lead and you're maybe running into a lot of Hela, so you're trying to stop all of that from happening, so you can kind of Cosmo 2 lanes with Mystique there. And then we have Cosmo. Cosmo stops all the on reveals. This also can protect your Ronan, protect your Darkhawk. So you're playing your Ronan, your Darkhawk on 5. You have priority. You play your Mystique, and then you play your Cosmo on your Ronan or your Darkhawk to protect that from Shang-Chi or from Enchantress or even Rogue, because there's some Rogue going around right now. And then Rock Slide. Rock Slide shuffles 2 rocks into your opponent's deck. So, you know, it gives you Darkhawk value. That's 4 power for Darkhawk, potentially 4 power for Mystique. Also offsets what your opponents might be drawing. It just feels incredible. I love the holiday variant is just so good because it does give them coal, which is nice. And then, of course, we have Iron Lad. I'm using Iron Lad in this list as kind of one of those tech slots to be able to either high roll. Even if we low roll, the worst low roll we could probably get with Iron Lad would be like a Shadow King. Just because with the Shadow King, we don't know necessarily if their opponent's going to have power on that lane or we're going to hit. Mystique can also be pretty bad too, but it gives you the intel that, like, you're going to be able to have a Mystique to play later in the game. So it's a dead kind of 4-6, but if you are on an armored location or a location where cards can't be destroyed, you could Misery your Iron Lad, and your Iron Lad could copy the ongoing ability that was just played. It's kind of the same interaction as Blink with like Jubilee and Ghost Rider kind of thing. It goes over the last card play opposed to it trying to copy Misery. I don't do that in this video, but that should be how it works, just looking at it logistically. And then, of course, we have Misery, which I was talking about. It reactivates repeats, not reactivates, your Master Mold, your Korg, your Spider Ham, your White Widow, your Rock Slide, potentially even your Lad, like I was saying, to make Lad go off again. And then you have Darkhawk, gets +2 power for each time your opponent has rocks in their deck. There's not a direct substitute for Darkhawk. Darkhawk is needed for this list because of all the rocks and everything too. Also, I was going to say, if you don't have White Widow, you could potentially do Baron Mordo. Baron Mordo also could help make it so your opponent has to, wait to play a combo card till the end of the game. And then you have Ronan. Ronan gets +2 power for each card in your hand, your opponent's hand. So it's an inverse, Devil Dino. This card feels pretty good actually in this list. Like, it feels like you can actually get some power, and it feels like not everyone's throwing out their hand unless you're playing, like some hit monkey kind of stuff. It just feels actually really solid, and he works well in this list. There's no substitute for Ronan either, unfortunately. But yeah, that's gonna be the gist of the list. We're gonna jump into some gameplay we had from stream from last night. If you guys do enjoy the video, definitely feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Also, check us out on stream. That's gonna be down in the description below. But I appreciate you guys. I'll see you at the end of the video. Utopia is actually incredibly good for us. Early Iron Lad. We can Master Mold on tempo here, which is really good too. We have core. Okay, this is just disgusting. Yeah, Kang is very bad. Please do not get Kang. Please. Please no Kang. Master Mold, Agent Venom. All their rocks just got 4 power, by the way. All right, Iron Lad could be Ham, Shadow King, Mystique, Rockslide, Darkhawk, or Ronan. Pretty much 4 out of 6 of these are incredible good hits, so let it rip. Let it rip. Is there a world? Or no, I think it's an event. Cosmo, wow. Ouch. And we do hit the Mystique. Yikers. You know what's crazy? If we had had like an armor here, by the way, and we had played like a Darkhawk just now, we could play Misery on the Iron Lad, and Iron Lad would have copied like Ronan or Darkhawk. Fun fact. Fun fact.
Hey man, I'm Cook. I found a rock.
Fun fact for you guys. They play Iron Man here. So I Hawk here, and then I have all the other stuff to mess around with. The fun fact is, like, if I had since Iron Lad missed as Mystique, if we had had armor on this lane, because the way Misery works, Misery makes Iron Lad die. Do they really commit there?
I am Iron Man.
Oh. Wow. They always contest the right over here. They always play right, so we can do things here. We had White Widow. Mystique and a Cosmo is really good. I know this is only 10, so it's just a 15. Yeah, see, they always Mystique right. And we knew they were new that, so we set the Cosmo over there. Cosmo, and then we White Widow. There's the Mystique, there's the Speed, and there's the Bast.
Victory.
There we go, baby. We couldn't really snap there because, like, I didn't know exactly where they were going to play Iron Man. And I didn't know if it was going to have the 4 power, because 4 power Iron Man would have been really scary. So, since Darkhawk would have been the last played card, the Mystique copy would copy Darkhawk instead of copying Misery. Just because that's how, like, that interaction works, if I'm not mistaken. We hit She. That's actually huge. Oh my gosh. Wait, this is incredible. So, I get another card over here. I set up Value of the Hand for this insane stuff.
Oh, snap.
So, I snap this. I play Misery right on top of these. And then my Ronan's going to be insane. My Darkhawk's going to be insane. Well, actually, hold up. Oh, and they magic for me? Oh, this is incredible. Because all these cards are coming back. All of these cards are about to come back on the Valley. Unless they change the location, this is about to be disgusting. You guys ready for this, though? Are you guys ready for what's about to happen middle? They literally have to change the middle lane for this to be crazy for them. So they get a Widow's Kiss back. They get a Ham. And then the Master Mold. And then I'm gonna go Ronan. I'm gonna go Korg Ronan here. Misery's going pretty well at T1. How you doing, bro? This is gonna be interesting.
Hey man, I'm Cook.
And they don't have a Shang-Chi either. They Scarlet Witch. Really? What? What?
Victory.
Went off 3 times that game. And went off first on the lane by itself. And then went off with Misery. And then it was brought back and went off again on Valley of the Hand. Have the Disrupt. We have a Sasquatch. We got Darkhawk things. This is feeling just... Okay, we got another, looks like, move list. Some cool move things. I'm going to go Master Mold. They play a card out here. They play Scream out here every time. I fill their hand. They can't draw any cards. And I snap the Kate Bishop, not able to do anything.
Oh, snap.
I snap the Kate Bishop. They have to play Sentinels. There's no Cosmo or anything. Like, we don't get to play a card here on 3, but we have Iron Lad. They're either playing the Miles. They're not playing the Miles. They're playing some sort of move stuff. Okay. They do this into Titanium. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You think she's beyond OP? Really? What makes Misery beyond OP? This is either White Widow, Korg, Rock Slide, or Cosmo. I think they Polaris me here, right? They magic. Oh. This is just going to be this. We Ronan, we get the Titania either back over there or not, which is really good. If they do move things, it's really bad for them. They Juggernaut me here. They Eliath me. Tempo Eliath is kind of crazy. Tempo Eliath is kind of crazy. Yeah.
Victory.
Oh my goodness. We just are up so much, there's no way for them to come back over here. We have a good start here. Jotunheim. We do get the Master Mold, and I do have Rock Slide. I could play Misery into these locations, like at the end of the game if I wanted to, potentially here. There's the White Widow. Okay. Lose my Rock Slide and I get him. They lose a Sentinel. That's a really good trade for them. It's a really good trade. I go Ham and then I probably go Lad left. If they play Goblin here, I can Misery it over, but it's going to be interesting just to see what happens. I doubt that's what they do. But I'm thinking they try and clog me here. This is going to be interesting to see whatever the Ham hits. They got 7 cards in hand. What are they messing around with over here? It does think that they lost a Sentinel, though. That is unfortunate. That's a cool card back. They Vipered over. Oh, this can be cool. So... I know only Ham's getting the buff here, but trust. Trust. They like try and like vibe. They try to do some crazy stuff here, I think. Just a hunch something crazy is about to happen. I think they'll be okay. They Hood. Pig. Hazmat. Alright, so they got more Sentinels. They have 3 Sentinels in their hand. So that Ronan's going to at least be 11 power. They have a Sentinel. So they have Sentinel, and then they have a Demon. So that's those are 4 out of 7 cards I know that they have. They have Ajax. This is either Mystique or White Widow. If I do this, this goes all the way down. This is good. This is good. If they play Demon, High roll with the Mystique. Cannonball. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, let's go.
Victory.
Yep. The Shadow King left saved us the game, like you said. Taking this away, resetting these other 3 back. That was good. All right, Korg, yo, great location for us, by the way. Really good location to start the game. We have Korg in hand. We have the Widow. We play a Widow onto Orcus, so they're still forced to play onto this to get that value, too. We have Mystique. We have the... Okay, we have a really good starting hand. Now they're forced to play on this to get Sentinel things unless they change the location.
Snap.
Yeah. We just have so much tempo.
Victory.
And we had an incredible starting hand. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Misery's been a lot of fun. I'm interested to see what happens with the OTA tomorrow. I wonder if it's going to shift anything. But anywho, if you guys are really enjoying the content, definitely feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, like I said. And I will see you guys in the next one.